Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. Today, I'm going to be talking about Burning Crusade Classic, if you couldn't tell by the background. So I've been playing Burning Crusade Classic for about 9-10 days now, and it's been fantastic. I've been loving it, and I'm kind of curious as to how you've been enjoying the game, or not enjoying. Because I'm sure some people maybe tried it and didn't really like it. Which is why I'm kind of making this video to be like, how are you enjoying the Burning Crusade Classic? So, some people I know, in fact, quite a few people I know, have done power grinding dungeons, and just, you know, powering through the dungeons, getting to 70, and then getting attuned, and now they're raiding and clearing raids. Which, if that's how you want to play, that's great. Like, honestly, I'm all for however people want to play the game. You know, enjoy it however you want. But me, personally, I don't enjoy that. That would burn me out so fast. Like, the vast majority of my enjoyment of World of Warcraft Classic is the leveling. And it was like this in Classic WoW as well. Which is why I mentioned just Classic in general. Because going through every zone, you know, progressing from, like, Hillsbrid to Arathi Highlands to Feralis to Tanaris to Winterspring, like all these different zones, each provides a different aesthetic and a different set of quests and little stories and environments and stuff, and I love that. I think it's fantastic. That's what I really love about Classic WoW, is kind of that journey you go on to become this big hero, right? Like, you go on the hero's journey, and by the end of it, you become this hero that goes out and raids and does these epic things. And in Outland, in Burning Crusade, it's the first time you get to be the hero going and doing, you know, something else. Like, you're not starting at the Valley of Trials, right? But it's still like this brand new world. You still don't really know that much about it. You just know, like, you're going through the portal. That's it. And you go through the portal and you're like, oh my god, I'm in space, right? And you're in this red-orange area with planets in the sky and the light beams shining down. You're just like, oh my god. You're kind of taken aback a bit because it's so different. And that's what I love about it, right? And it even changes again when you go to Zangarmarsh. You're like, oh, I guess I'm in Mars, right? I'm on space. Then you go into Zangarmarsh, and you're like, oh, never mind, I'm in the rainy mushroom forest. Then you go to Nagrand, and you're like, what? So that's, you know, that's what I really love about Burning Crusade, is the environments and the land and the questing is still, it's still capsulating and capturing the vibe that Classic WoW still had. And it still has that very simplistic music style, and nothing's kind of, you know, overdone, I guess. Like, a lot of retail WoW music is good, but it's a little too much, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like, bum, 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 it's like, you're like, alright, I get it, okay? So that's kind of what I'm enjoying so far, and then kind of just reliving some nostalgic moments going through the zones and stuff. So I did all the quests in Hellfire, and then I did all the quests in Zangarmarsh, and now I've just started Terakar Forest, and I'm like 2 bars away from 64, so pretty close to that, and I'm enjoying it. I've been having a great time. I've been loving questing. I'm in no rush whatsoever. Like, I see people raiding and doing stuff, and I'm like, that's great. You know, I'll get there eventually, but right now, I'm in Terakar Forest, and I'm having a great time. I'm going to do all these quests, and I'm going to go into Nagrand. I'm going to do all those quests, and we'll see where I am by the end of that. I still haven't done a dungeon, actually. I'm like the anti-dungeon person. I'm like, I have not even done one dungeon. I contemplated doing the Hellfire Citadel, and I was like, can't find a group. Just going to keep questioning. Keep question. So yeah, but, you know, it's to each their own, right? And that's what I've been doing, having fun. I'm still happy I'm playing Warlock. I ended up playing a Warlock in Classic WoW because I played in the beta Ultrag Valley test, and I was set on being a rogue. I was like, gonna be a rogue, I can just gank people, I won't get ganked as often, it'll be great. And then I played Warlock, and I was like, this is pretty fun. And then I was like, you know what, I get a free bound too, right? So I was like, screw it, I'll do it for a free mount. And, you know, I never really leveled a Warlock past 20. So let's do it. And I loved it. It was one of my favorite, it was like my favorite class I leveled in Classic WoW. Just World of Warcraft in general. I love leveling Warlock. And I still love leveling Warlock. I got my Felguard. I'm just like, go Felguard. And he's like, you summoned me, idiot. And I'm like, what? And then he's like, you fight your own battles, idiot. And then he just fights for me. He's like, he's mad at me for summoning him and making him fight, but he does it anyway because he has to. So it's kind of funny. I give him some snacks, you know. Speaking of which, like, professions have been great. I've loved the professions. I'm enchanting skinning, which everyone's just like, what? Enchanting skinning. And I'm like, well, I want one profession to make money. I want another profession. It's just like a, you know, a staple, you know, caster profession, I guess. So I'm an enchanter. So my enchanting's at 310. My skinning's like 350 because, you know, skinning, it's easy. My cooking's actually at like 340. First aid is maxed out at 375. And my fishing is around 308. But I've been fishing up little junk piles all around, which I've loved. I've loved fishing up these junk piles. I was not a big fishing person back in the day. I kind of became one as time went on, and I matured. And so going back to Burning Crusade fishing, I'm like, this is a lot better than classic fishing. It's still classic fishing, but it's just got a little bit extra, you know what I mean? And so I've been catching the junk piles and opening boxes, and I've been getting like fell iron bolts, and I sell them on the auction house for like, you know, 2 gold a pop or something. So, I mean, I'm making money from fishing. It's great. Or I use the fish to just, you know, go cooking. So that's been neat. And then there's obviously the fishing quest down the line that I'm going to be doing. But that's not till 70, I don't think. And then you can fish up Pinchy or Mr. Pinchy or whatever. Which is, I'm pretty sure it's a Simpsons reference because there's the Mr. Pinchy episode. But I think there's some other fishing stuff you can get. But I'm pumped. I love fishing. I've been having fun with all the professions. Another way I've been making money, I've been playing the auction house a lot. I'm not even a big, like, auction house person, but this expansion, for some reason, I'm like, I gotta get this epic flying mount and just flying in general. So I'm just putting everything on the auction house, trying to sell everything. And when I went to buy my Runed Arcanite Rod for enchanting, because I was like, I guess I need one. I forgot I didn't even have this. I was like, wait, you can buy this on the auction house? And I was like, is this the only place you can get it? And it was like, you have to go to Moonblade, and you have to buy it from this one vendor every 15 to 20 minutes. And I was like, So I was like, you know what? I have my Druid. So I went on my Druid, just ported to Moonblade, and I bought it. And then I learned it, and I was like, whatever. And I was like, hold on. I get it. People don't want to go to Moonblade. So I go to Moonblade. I'll be the guy that goes to Moonblade. So I've been in, like, the Runed Arcanite Rod business, essentially. And it's been crazy. The last, like, 3 days, every time I'm leveling, I like, pause, be like, gotta check the Arcanite Rod market. Somebody undercuts me, bam, I undercut them. Or if they undercut me by, some guy put it up for, like, 8 gold when I'm selling for, like, 16. Bought them up, put them back up, sold them for 16. Boom. Doubled my money. And then I think the first couple I sold were like 25 gold and like 21 gold. Now it's down to like 16 gold, 15 gold. But the actual thing sells is it's like 2 gold 50 or 225. So I'm like, dude, as long as this is selling for like 5 gold, I'm gonna keep doing it. It's just free gold at this point. I think I've made like 140 gold. It's been crazy. And I guess there's some more recipes people do that with, but I've been loving it. It's been fun. So that's been my classic WoW, classic Burning Crusade journey so far. And the big thing is I'm really taking it all in and taking my time, because remembering back to the initial classic WoW launch, the first couple weeks were like obviously hard to get into the servers, but they were some of the most fun I had with like all my friends playing, everybody I knew playing, like so many people were playing. And then obviously it starts dwindling off over time, and then, you know, everyone just kind of slows down. Some people keep playing, but it's never the same as the initial rush of that first kind of month-ish. And so that's why I'm really enjoying it and kind of trying to take it all in and savor every moment, right? So, because, I mean, you only get a Burning Crusade Classic launch every 15 years, right? So there's going to be another 15 before we get another one. So let me know down in the comments below what you've been doing. Have you been power grinding dungeons? Have you been chilling, just doing the questing route? Have you not even been playing? Are you waiting to play? Are you playing with friends? Let me know down in the comments section below. And yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Okay? Okay. See ya. So, oh, I thought the music stopped, and I realized it's just, like, moving over. By the way, Hellfire Peninsula music's great. Except after, like, multiple days of doing Hellfire, and then all you see is, like, orange and red, and you just hear that, like that Hellfire music. I'm like, I'm ready to move on. Zangar Marsh I can listen to forever, though. All right, I gotta stop the video.